Alright, now I'm gonna explain skill twisting in vanilla, what you need, the optimal talent, at least in my opinion, the optimal gear, and the macros you need. Most important is this one, the weapon swing timer. You can get some with a seal twist marker, but I'm gonna show you with the macros why that's unnecessary, and all you need is a standard swing timer. You're gonna need two macros. You're gonna need this one, command righteousness, cast sequence. You want to put seal of righteousness first, because if you mess it up and accidentally don't do a stop attack like I'm gonna explain later, then you're at least gonna get the seal of righteousness proc off your melee swing, even though it's not gonna be a seal twist. Whereas if you have seal command first, you'll have a chance of just doing a melee without anything happening, which is less damage. Anyways, you can decide whether you want seal of righteousness first or seal of command first. The way it works with judgment, it's better to have seal of righteousness first, so you can judge command 2 times instead of judging righteousness 2 times. And of course you want to have a start attack. The show tooltip, all it does is show like the ability when you mouse over. Second macro, command righteousness stop. Could just be called stop attack, but it's just triple stop attack. I have it 3 times just because sometimes with the latency it can ignore your input, so having it 3 times I feel sometimes helps, but I'm not sure. It's not proven. So those are the 2 macros. I do have a start attack Hammer of Wrath. It's not really useful. Sometimes in dungeons you want to have a lot of stuff macro to start attack, not just your skill twisting. Anyways, the add-on that I'm using right here, weapon swing timer, nothing fancy. Alright, let's get into it. The talents, benediction, improved might. I would say they're equal. I take benediction because you have so many mana issues, so I think it's better. I have not calculated if it's better or not, so someone can do the math and see if it actually saves enough mana to do one more mob. I'm not sure. I have not tested it. Next, you want to go 2 into improved judgment, because that's a lot of your DPS is from judgment, even at early levels, where you're judging righteousness, judging command. So, very good. I've made a mistake here. You should not put 3 into Seal of the Crusader. This is something I put in while I was experimenting. This is a bad talent. You should not do it. You should go 3 into deflection. Level 20, you get Seal of Command, mandatory, and you just put into critical strike, which is very good. And it's mandatory because you need vengeance later. Once you fill out conviction, you go back and you fill out deflection. Then you go into sanctity aura, 2-hand specialization. Now you're gonna have some flex talents. You're gonna have 3. I was very stupid. You're actually gonna have, I think you're gonna have 5. No, you're gonna have 3, sorry. No, you do have 5, because also I don't recommend going for Pursuit of Judgment. So you have 5 talents. I think you should collect 3 and 2. Put 2 into deflection, so you have 5, and put the rest 3 into Blessing of Might. I am gonna change my talents. I just don't have the gold right now, you can see. I'm kinda poor. I bought some upgrades that I'm gonna explain also. Next. These 2 don't matter, because you're always gonna be in Sanctity Aura, so that's useless. And here, readout is also useless, but at least it's a cool animation. You wanna get into precision. The question is, when should you get into precision? Should you go into it late or early? I'm doing it early. I'm not sure that's the play, because you're kind of missing out on the strength, but whatever. I'm gonna go this. Once I hit 3% hit, I'm gonna go 10% strength, 10% righteousness, 15%, sorry. I would not take the divine intellect. I think this is a flex too. You can take damage. Like the damage is gonna be so little, but I think taking damage is stronger than taking intellect, because it's about margins. You want to kill in as few hits as possible because your weapon is so slow. If you do one more hit, it's actually a pretty big DPS loss. And then you can go into consecration. Once you hit consecration, you go back and you finish your improved might, and then you're done. You're level 60. And then you can respec into healing or tanking. Probably healing. Anyways. The gear. Bear. You go for bear, gorilla, tiger, boar. And strength also. I wouldn't worry too much about having a lot of stamina. You have bubble, you have lay on hands, you have target dummies. Like, you have so much. You have stun, you have repentance, you have so much stuff. I don't really think you need to play too defensively. But if you're scared, this is hardcore, go for the bear stuff. Anyways, I got some of the bear. This is just quest item, bear. This is a remnant from me playing AOE farming, so I couldn't find a cloak. This is also from AOE farming, very bad. I'm gonna put Shining Silver Breastplate instead. Again here, field plate. This is from AOE farming. You can see I made a mistake. I put 7 intellect. You should put 9 stamina if you can. But anyways, we're gonna upgrade that. Some more attack power, arena bands. Gorilla. These are pretty good, but you're gonna see you wanna maximize your attack power so much, because if you miss the swing, then it's so slow. So you just wanna try to kill in 3 to 4 swings. So I'm gonna buff like that. There we go. This is of the bear. I don't have a better alternative. Of the bear. In terms of the rings, I mean, they're okay, but of course no strength. I found this gorilla, so I'm gonna take that too. There you go. So that's the gear. Try to maximize your strength as much as possible. And it's also gonna help you later when you get divine strength, that you have more attack power. Anyways, for the blessing of wisdom is very bad. It's not gonna save you any mana, so it's kind of useless. I mean, what is it? Every 30 seconds it gives you 150 mana, which is like, what, 2 seals? 1 seal, basically 1 seal, so it's worthless. Blessing of Might, take that. As you can see, we're pretty strong. Almost at 400 damage. I wish I had 400. So, the way you play is, you will pop a seal, press stop attack, walk up to the mob, stun it, wait for the global cooldown, then you're gonna twist Seal of Command into Judgment. You want a Judgment Seal of Command because if they're stunned, as you can see, it will do double damage. So it's basically a free crit, and if you crit, that's a quadruple hit. Then you're gonna stop attack again, wait for the swing timer, and you're gonna twist. That's basically what you do. So you do 2, 3. I have them on 2 and 3. You do 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3. You have 0.4 seconds when you're twisting to get a judgment that will only consume one of the seals, which means that saves you a lot of mana. If you delay it and you don't hit the judgment within 0.4 seconds, then you're gonna judge your current seal. You're not gonna have a seal up. Then you're gonna have to twist. Then you're gonna have to reapply seal, and then cost you some mana. So let's just walk through it very slowly. Find the mob. Buff yourself up. And let's find the mob. Just to do it very slowly so you can see what I mean. There we have the mob. So while approaching, I'm gonna have my seal on. That means I have 30 seconds. I'm gonna stun. Stop attack. I'm gonna stun. Then I'm gonna do 2, 4, 3. Stun. There you go. And there we got the twist. And then we're gonna do 2, 4, 3 again. And you can see that's in 3 hits. So the first combo you do is you twist, and you have to do them a little bit staggered. You have to do 2, 4, because within the 0.4 seconds, you will be judging one of the seals. And you can see I still have a seal up, so it's pretty efficient. I'm gonna go here again. I have some time. Okay. There you go. Twist. Gonna do it again. Twist didn't go off. That's the RNG aspect. And we did 2 for 3. And we're gonna kill him here. So sometimes you're just not gonna get a command proc. It is what it is. But as you can see, we still have a seal up. So we're ready for the next mob.
It's too
done.
far away.
Hit our combo. Didn't get a command proc. Yeah, we got a command proc. And there you go. So at current, I'm doing 3 mobs per mana bar. But I'm also killing them in 3 hits. Pretty good. Basically in 3 swing timers. So it is mana intensive for sure. This guy's gonna fight us. And we got the twist. Did not get a twist. Now it's the 4th hit. And we got him. So there's obviously like a sweet spot in terms of how much mana you want and how much this and that. I'm gonna leave that up to someone else to find out. And we do the 3rd one here.
Recharging.
Miss it. And you can time your Hammer of Wrath or something. I'm also finishing them off with Hammer of Wrath. You can just skip it and do one more auto attack. Might even be more efficient because it's 300 mana. It's a lot. So this time the seal ran out. So we're gonna have to do it manually. There we go, got the twist. And this time we're gonna do 2 for 3. And we're gonna hammer. So you can see during the downtime you could have some off the board gear, might be worth it. So gonna stun. So this time I'm not gonna finish him with Hammer of Wrath. Oh, nice. So wait for the judgment. Seal, twist. And we're gonna kill him here. So it's pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna test one more thing, which is not finishing off the mobs with Hammer of Wrath. I think it might be bait to do that.
It's too far away.
What the hell did I do? I totally messed everything up. Alright, let's start over. I kinda fat fingered my V. It's whatever. Alright. Do a seal. There we go. Yeah, and here you just let it rip. I think that's a lot better than what I was doing. Obviously it's less damage, but it's more consistent.
I need to get closer.
So we didn't get a twist. Oh, we got parries.
Recharging.
I wonder if it's giving me another mob. So that's 2 mobs. Can I get 4 mobs if I don't finish them off? And these guys are running into each other and double pulling. Like, come on.
Skill recharging. That spell is ready.
Doesn't seem to be getting me 1 more mob. I don't think this is enough mana to finish them up. We'll see. Yeah, there's no way.
My mana is low.
So there is definitely a sweet spot. I'm gonna try to increase my intellect a bit. Oh, it's such a good piece. I should not be doing it. And this does not increase my... I don't... What? Okay. How was I at 250 mana? Whatever. That's also such good... I think let's do this, maybe. And... No... Maybe like this is better? This might give me 4 mobs. Go. Don't get it here. Unlucky. Still. But that's 1 mob. Let's see if we get 4 now. We're missing.
That skill recharging.
I think we're gonna get 3 just because we missed so much, but I think I'm actually getting 4 mobs like this. Yeah. There you can see me, I messed it up. I was too slow on the judgment. So I had to reapply my seal. And the game audio was way too high. Alright. But let's try again. I just want to see if this configuration is giving me 4 mobs per mana bar. All I did was put on eagle helmet, eagle belt, which is still like 13 intellect, kind of a lot of mana. And I'm also not finishing off the mobs with
I can't cast that yet.
oh wait. That was really bad by me. I forgot to... Okay. Yep.
I need to get closer.
I think we're getting 4 mobs now with this configuration. Might even be 5. Let's see.
Recharging.
Oh, it's gonna be 4. Oh, okay. So... my damage fell by a lot. I think it's better. I think instead of 2 stats, I should enchant 100 mana. And I think instead of these 5 strength right here, I should probably put 7 intellect. I think that's better. At least for now. This this is also kind of useless. It should either be giving me mana or giving me strength. And it's doing neither. I mean, it's doing a bit with the spirit, but alright, let's try to put some timers up. Okay, so we finish him off. Ah, resist. So bad. Oh, the parry is trolling. Oh well. No more? Nice. We're gonna get one more here.
It's too far away. I need more mana.
Yeah. I think the kill speed, what was that, 4 mobs I think? Not for sure. 3 or 4? Obviously there's some running in between the mobs. So, let's see if I can get 4 here. So like a, but again, they're so far away from each other. Kind of annoying. Let's do this. Alright, let's go. Here I could just finish him with the...
I'm out of range.
I forgot to turn on the timer. I'm just gonna finish him off. But that's the thing with the strength, so sometimes you're gonna be liking to finish.
Recharging.
Again, here you just try to move on to the next mob. I think we might get 2 here. Gonna be 2 mobs. We're just gonna finish here. So the lessons are, you want parry because you're not losing twists to parry haste. You just gotta watch the weapon swing timer. So, remove these 3, max this out, remove this, put it into might. The rest, some flex here, not flex here, you don't want the healing. Some flex here at least. And that's all. Alright, for comparison, let's do some AOE pulls. That's AOE paladin, balance, readout, guardian favor, vision, toughness, shield, stun, tank, and then you also go intellect, healing, consecration. This is the flex, you can do whatever. You want one more healing, and you want illumination. You could skip these and keep going into reckoning and I don't know, some parry here, some shit like that. I don't think it's worth it because you want divine favor once you get to higher level where you're kind of gonna have to force to heal, and getting 100% mana back is very, very good. Anyways, You can do 2 seals, you can do a seal of wisdom or seal of light. I'm gonna be pulling with seal of light just because I have so much mana. So, enough talking, get started. Make it fair and full mana. Let's go. Hoppa. So 1 mob, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And when I get dazed, running. Gonna leech.
I can't use that. I need to get closer.
Alright, so all of them.
That spell is I can't use that. That spell is charging. That spell is ready. I can't use that. That skill is charging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't use that. That spell is
Do another quick target. This guy. Alright, there we go. So, loot everything. Gonna do one more pull. First, have to heal. Oh, that's quick. That was my drink. Oh well. That was, how much is that? 7 mobs? 8 mobs? I mean, as much as I could gather reasonably. And I'm also using Blessing of Protection to gather. You can see I use Blessing of Protection, it has 3-minute cooldown. And it's gonna be pretty much at 2 minutes before I'm ready to pull again. Alright, ready to pull. So, I'm doing 1, 2. This guy. Have to try to
I can't use
Christian now.
that yet. That spell isn't
Something
ready
rank
yet.
1.
That skill is charging.
Something over. More gathering.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay. Once it gets 8, kind of bubble. And we're gonna call this a pull.
That skill is
Hoppa, we lost 1. Lucky.
Can't loot that.
And keep in mind, the only reason I'm able to play like this and then make it look this smooth is look at the gear. Epic shield, I have a lot of armor. The best sword you can get with Fiery Blaze. You could put spell power, but I put Fiery Blaze for now. Eagle, only item that's not eagle. Eagle, eagle. Also true silver, obviously. Eagle, 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 eagle. So I'm also running like the absolute best in slot for all these, yeah, basically slots. So let's see if we can cobble together one more pull. And as you can see, it's basically consecration carrying. Fiery Blaze is doing 1. Oh no. Opa, we got level 60 here. Alright, there's just everything is getting farmed. I'm not gonna be able to gather a large enough pack, which is unfortunately, but I feel like I showcased AOE Paladin. So now I showed you guys some AOE Paladin, and I showed you guys some seal twisting. What is the conclusion? First of all, let's look at the auction house. Go to plate. Let's do eagle. And there's one item, which is the issue with AOE Paladin. You need plate of the eagle, and it's super rare. I'm not even gonna buy this. I already have a equivalent piece, but there isn't really a realistic way that you're gonna get full of the eagle set. Let's see here. We have some eagle rings or something. There's not even any eagle rings or necklaces. Let's do knightly. Use it here. And the knightly sword. This one. It's not even here. So on this server on Necrosh, which is pretty much a dead server, but you pretty much need to be realistic about how you're gonna play and think about your options. How are you realistically gonna play AOE Paladin to 60? Are you actually gonna wait 2 years to gather all of the eagle gear and then play? Or you could just start a character, play standard off the bear, off the boar, whatever you find. This is crafted even, so that's free. And just get this is crafted also, and just get overall some easy pieces. The only thing you will need is fiery weapon and a slow two-hander. I think people can find the slow two-handers themselves. There's a lot of options. I'm not gonna go over all of them, but it's just a lot easier to get one good item and just the rest just fill it out with strength in terms of getting a full set of the eagle. Another thing to consider is if you're playing AOE Paladin, you have a very large chance to die. If you mess it up, you can die. If you DC, you're 100% dead. So I think playing seal twisting is a lot better. It's faster. I have one more comment, which is I was drinking every 4th mob with the current setup that I have. Also had a debuff that was reducing my intellect by 9, which is a lot of mana. But anyways, 4 mobs and then a drink, that's really good. Think if you're a warrior, how many mobs before you gotta eat? Like maybe 4, maybe 5, but it's within the same ballpark. And damage is done pretty good. 190, for example. 150. 160. I mean, those are good numbers. Compare that to the AOE pulls. 160. 160 again. So it's the same damage you're doing, but keep in mind, as AOE Paladin, you're only getting XP from the mobs you're killing. Whereas if you're playing seal twisting and just doing a regular rested XP run, you're gonna be getting quest XP also. So overall, I think seal twist is safer. It's faster. I would like to see it level 50 if sorrowhill is faster. I highly doubt it. And also keep in mind, I have rested XP. If you have normal XP, then AOE farming is even worse. So overall, I think this shows that if you're playing Paladin, you should be doing seal twisting, using the macros I'm gonna link in the Sanctuary Discord. And good luck, guys. If you have any questions, I have my Paladin Kiriya, I also have my warrior Kiriya, I have the second warrior Bloodforged. So you can just ask me on any of my characters. I'm also the warrior Lionheart. So ask me on any of my characters, and I'll go into Discord with you and show you how to execute the twist playstyle. Alright guys, see you.